Yo, what's up guys, it's Lun-Gi. So today we're going to be taking a look at some technical play. So this time it will be Yummy versus Maliss. Alright, so Maliss has Talons, Allure, Imperm, Nibiru, and White Rabbit. We've got Lollipop, we've got Fuaros, we've got Engage, Obedience Code, and we've got Ash Blossom. Alright, so we've got 2 hand traps each. Maliss is going first. So they go for Allure, we say no. They go for Talents, they want to check the hand, which was a mistake, they should have drawn. We just go for Fuaros, so now they have to pause turn, because yeah, we weren't scared of them shuffling anything because we got like combos for days. Right, we start with Engage. Right, so Engage is actually full combo in Yummy. So Kagari, so they imperm the Kagari, which is whatever. They probably should have waited for something better, so we just we shuffle back the imperm because of like impulse and stuff like that. Right, so over here we activate our synchros effects to search, and then they chain the searcher, and then we just chain to tag out. So in my opinion, you probably should have just waited until like, I don't know, the end of the turn or something to add a card. So anyways, alright, so they add Dormouse, and then we go Snatchy, so Snatchy gets our field spell. Alright, then we go Cupsy to search for the trap card, and then we go Cookie, and then he slaps us with the Nib. So when you play Yummy, you have to be very careful of Nibiru, because Nibiru can be like, basically, it can basically end your turn, just like with like many other decks. But there are ways to play around Nibiru with Yummy. So you'll see now we make Link Spider. So our minion, we haven't used the minions effect to revive a Yummy card, so that's how we're going to continue our plays. Right, so we just revive Cupsy, and then we make our other Synchro, which summons from the graveyard, 2 from the graveyard. Then we just go for SP to banish the Nib, because we actually can't make something that's strong enough to just attack over it. So we go SP, we set the trap card, and then we have our 1 Synchro, which is more than enough to do stuff on the opponent's turn. So he just has Dormouse, he draws a Bysteel, he wants to trigger his White Rabbits, so we just chain our stuff. Alright, so we go Cupsy to search, then we use Snatchy's, both of Snatchy's effects. So we activate the other field spell, which allows us to pop, and then we search, and then we summon our other Synchro, which is a Book of Moon. So we'll book those cards, and then we'll draw with Redemption. Alright, so we just remove the Dormouse. Alright, so we did that because we knew that we could just, tag out, and then our Cookie's effect is to pop a monster. Alright, so we use Cookie, we target Cheshire Cat to destroy it, and then that is GG. Alright, so he scoops after that because the follow-up, we're just gonna OTK them anyways through their board. So yeah, that's how you play with Yummy going second. The Fuaros, I guess, did kind of help, and they did mess up by not drawing like more cards, because I think if they had more interruption, then it could have helped. But I think that they thought maybe that the Nib and the impermanence were going to carry them. But yeah, obviously we drew like three starter cards, so yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. So anyways, GG to him. Right, so this is the deck list. So again, this is before the last card was revealed, so this is an early list. So we have triple Nib, triple Fuwa, triple Ash, triple Veiler, and triple Impermanence as the hand traps. And then we have a starter in Rescue Cat. Nobody plays Rescue Cat in the OCG because it's hit by like many like hand traps. But I really like Rescue Cat because it gets you like 2 cards. You technically don't care if your Rescue Cat gets stopped, because you do play like many other ways of continuing. So Rescue Cat wastes your normal summon, but you do have your 3 Obedience Code, and you have like Engage. So usually you like start with like Engage with the Obedience Code, or you'll start with like Engage or something. And also if they like Imperm or Veiler your cat, you can just make Almirage, and then you can summon all your Yummy extender, because all of the Yummy monsters are extenders basically. If you control a Link 1 monster or a level 2 synchro. You can just summon them from your hand, and all of those are inherent summons. So yeah, like Rescue Cat getting stopped is not that big of a deal, but anyways, it's your choice what you choose to play. So 3 of each Yummy card. Which one is the searcher again? It's this one. Yeah, Cupsy is the searcher. Yeah, Cupsy is the searcher, and the basically like the 1 card combo, because you summon it, you get like one of the other Yummy monsters, and then you can special summon, and then you can like make your plays like that way. Snatchy does get the field spell, so technically all of them are like 1 card combos, but Cupsy is the best one. Then you have your 1-for-1 to extend. Main deck Duster. Can't remember exactly why I had the Duster here, but the Duster could be something else if you want, like talents. Double Engage, Obedience Gold. So these cards do kind of conflict, because if you activate Obedience Gold, then you'll have stuff in your main monster zone, and this locks you into beasts. Yeah, locks you into beasts. So 3 Obedience Gold, and then call by the Hornet Jones for the engage. Widow Anchor, yeah, this is for like going second. Like if you have engaged, then you can search for Widow Anchor. And then you have your 2 field spells, which can recycle themselves. And then nobody in the OCG plays the trap card, but it's got a graveyard effect that allows you to steal a monster, I think. Banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Yummy monster you control and 1 monster your opponent controls. Switch control of both. So it's like a creature swap from the graveyard, which is very, very useful when you want to steal like something with a very strong effect. And that's a permanent steal. Yeah, it's a permanent steal, which is very nice. I like the card, but you know, I haven't seen it in OCG lists. So, and then we've got the synchros. So one of this is the Book of Moon one. All of them have the same effects, same other effects. If your opponent activates a card, you can summon 2 Yummy monsters from your graveyard. So this is the Book of Moon one, so 1 of it. 2 copies of this one, which special summon 2 from the graveyard. So this is the Playmaker, and this is the Searcher, searching a Yummy card. Oh, you can add 2 Yummy monsters from your deck to your hand, and then you discard a card. So add 2, discard 1. It's a very good searcher. And then 1 Fucho, just for like to protect yourself from like OTKs. And then 1 Ensemble Robin. You can make an Ensemble Robin, which is very nice to have on the end board, because it can bounce like two monsters. Yeah, because a lot of your monsters are very weak. So your opponent can just summon something strong and then beat over your monster without activating any effects. So Ensemble Robin says no to that, they just bounce. And then obviously, like if you need to remove something without targeting, then Omen is very nice, and because you always have like a lot of bodies, so Omen is good. And obviously SP, and then Kagari, and then Link Spider. You have to play Link Spider because of Nibiru, you know. Yeah, it makes Nibiru basically like it doesn't really do anything like you saw in the game. You could still do something after you get nipped. And then 3 copies of Snatchy. Maybe you don't need 3, like 2 could be fine, but when you have 3, then like it makes your grind game much better. And then obviously the Almirage. Yeah, so I don't, none of the stuff is really standard in the OCG. This is just my personal way I want to play the deck. So this could be probably the new, well, not new, but the last card that was revealed for the deck, which is very good. Yummy Surprise. So it has 3 different effects you can activate. Target 2 light beast monsters you control and 2 cards your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. So it's a bounce, very strong bounce. Just summon a Yummy monster from your hand or graveyard, but it cannot attack directly, so it can be an extender. Return one field spell from your face-up field or graveyard to hand, then you can place 1 Yummy field spell from your hand face up on your field. You'll probably not use the 3rd effect unless you really need to. But yeah, that can be the other card in the main deck. Yeah, so anyways, that is the deck. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.